Warning, the podcast you are about to view is not for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Turn off the jams, motherfucker!
It's the Indiana Joe Saturday Morning Radio Podcast Show. Now, from Chicago, ILL, it's Indiana Joe.
Thank you, Serena, and welcome to the first broadcast of the Indiana Joe Saturday Morning Podcast Show. I am the aforementioned Indiana Joe. Apologies, Mr. Miller, for the outright lift there. As I said, this is the inaugural broadcast, so parental units, be warned, it's not for children, not because there's going to be nudity or anything like that, but there's bound to be some coarse language and an F-bomb here or there. After all, it is the Indiana Joe Show. Go figure. That said, I intend this to be a fun and interesting few hours of unadulterated music and fun. An escape hatch from the week to set you into a Saturday morning kind of mood to get up and get things done. Now, to quote the late, and then not so late, Frankie Ferrana Jr., on with the show.
Oh, God, I hit. Canaveral, this is Farscape 1. I'm okay. I'm okay. Hey, did you guys get video through all that? Canaveral.
Milky Way so far.
Open the pod bay doors, please, pal. Open the pod bay doors, please, pal.
Hello, Hal, do you read me? Hello, Hal, do you read me? Do you read me, Hal? Do you read me, Hal? Hello, Hal, do you read me? Hello, Hal, do you read me? Do you read me, Hal?
Affirmative, Dave. I read you.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
I told you about living in the U.S. of A. Don't you know that I'm a gangster of love? Let me tell you people that I found a new way, and I'm tired of all this talk about love. And the same old story with a new set of words about the good and the bad and the poor. And the times keep on changing, so I'm keeping on top of every fat cat who walks through my door. I'm a space cowboy, bet you weren't ready for that. I'm a space cowboy, I'm sure you know where it's at. Yeah, 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 yeah. Born on this rock, and I've been traveling through space since the moment I first realized what all you fast-talking cats would do if you could. You know I'm ready for the final surprise. There ain't no way around it, ain't nothing to say that's gonna satisfy my soul deep inside. All the prayers and surveyors keep the whole place uptight, while it keeps on getting darker outside. I'm a space cowboy, bet you weren't ready for that. I'm a space cowboy, I'm sure you know where it's at. Yeah, 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 yeah. Showdowns, slowdowns, lost in town, turnarounds of boys in the military shirts. I keep my eyes on the prize, on the long falling skies, and I don't let my friends get hurt. All you backroom schemers, power trip dreamers, better find something new to same old story, it's the same old crime, and you got some heavy dues to pay. I'm the space cowboy, bet you weren't ready for that. I'm the space cowboy, I'm sure you know where it's at. Yeah, 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 yeah.
No, man, like, hey, man, wow, I was watching this object, man, like the satellite that we saw the other night, right? And, like, it was just going right across the sky, man, and then, I mean, it just suddenly, it just changed direction and went, whizzing right off, man. It flashed.
You're stoned out of your mind, man.
Oh, yeah, man, hey, like, I'm stoned, you know, man? But, like, you know, I saw a satellite.
Without a warning, you broke my heart. Taking a baby, torn it apart. And you left me standing in the dark, crying. Said your love for me was dying. So come on, baby, baby, please. I'm begging you, baby, and I'm on my knees. Turn on your light, let it shine on. Get a little lonely in the middle of the night, and I need you, darling, to make things alright. So come on, baby, baby, please. And I'm begging you, baby, cause I'm on my knees. Turn on your light, let it shine on me. Turn on your light, let it shine on me. Hey, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Without a warning, you broke my heart. Taking it, baby, torn it apart. And you left me standing in the dark, crying. Said your love for me was dying. So come on, baby, baby, please. And I'm begging you, baby, on my knees. Turn on your light, let it shine on me. Turn on your love light, let it shine on me. Hey, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. middle of the night. And I need you, baby, to make things alright. So come on, baby, baby, please. And I'm begging you, baby, cause I'm on my knees. Stand on your light, stand on me, stand on your love, stand on me, stand on me, stand on me, let it shine on me, let it shine on me, let it shine on me. Why don't you let it shine on me? Why don't you let it be? Shine on me. And early in the morning, let it shine on me. Late in the evening, let it shine on me too. And that's all I need. I just got to get some. That's all I need. I just got to get some. I just got to get a little more. Yes, I do. And I don't want it all, but I just want a little bit. I don't want it all, no, I just want a little bit. Let your loving, let your kissing, let your rolling. That's all I want. Make me feel, make me feel, make me feel. I feel pretty good. Make me feel just like a stingray on a 4-day ride. Yes, it do. Now wait a minute. I want to tell you about my baby. I want to tell you how come she make you feel so good. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I know she make you feel all right. Yes, you do. She got box back knitted, great big and oversized, working undercover in the photo guide. My girl, I got to keep on there. That's my girl. Sometime early in the morning, just before the day is dawning, I begin to get a little lonesome. I just want my sweet rider by my side. I ain't got no trouble like you fellas can't handle, 'cause she always right by my side. Yes, she is. I just reach over my left shoulder. I just tap on the shoulder and say, hello. Come on, girl. Let's ride a while. She said, I've been saddled for a long time. I'm just waiting for you. Jump on in. Yes, I did. Yes, she did. But you know, fellas, some of you guys out here now, you may have a little trouble. Now, you may wake in the morning, have nobody by your side. But that's your fault, 'cause it's none of mine. Unless I stole her. That's all right. But I think you better take your hand out of your pocket. Take your hand out of your pocket and turn it over! Turn it over! Turn it over! turn on your light. She do, turn it on me. Turn on your low light, just a taste. Turn it on me. I just
Take your hands out of your pockets and turn on your love light.
What you talking about, So that's all you got to do, like the man said. Turn it on me. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit higher. Just a little bit higher. Oh no, all I need. Oh no, 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 no. That's all I got to do. That's all I got to do. Oh no, 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 no. So I said, hey darling, why don't you turn on your light? I said, hey baby, why don't you turn on your little thing? Yes I do. I just whip it on me. I just a little bit higher. Whip it on me. I just a little bit higher. Why don't you let it shine a little bit higher? Let it shine just a little bit higher. I just got to get I like a lover man. I just got to be a lover man. Wow. Wow. My girl. And then she began to turn it up. Yes, she began to turn it up. Just a little bit more. A little bit higher. A little bit higher. A little bit higher. A little bit higher. Turn on your light. All I need. Turn it on up now. That's all I got to have. And I just got to get some. A little bit more. And I just need a little more. Satisfy me. Just got to get some more. Satisfy me. You got to keep on pushing. All I need. Turn it on up there. Wow. Just got to get. Just got to get. Just I got to get. A little bit. Just I got to get. Just I got to get. All I need. Turn up. took it, darling, and you tore it apart. You left me sitting in the dark crying. You said your love for me was dying. I'm begging you, baby, baby, please. I'm begging you, baby, baby, please. Turn on the light, let it shine on me. Turn on your love light, let it shine on me. And let it shine, 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 let it shine. And I wanna know what I get a little lonely in the middle of the night. I need you, darling, to make things alright. Come on, baby, come on, please. Come on, baby, baby, please. Turn on the light, let it shine on me. Turn on your love light, let it shine on me. A little bit higher, a little bit higher, just a little bit higher, a little bit higher, a little bit higher. Come on, baby, come on, please. I'm begging you, baby, I'm down on my knees. Turn on the light, let it shine on me. Turn on your love light, let it shine on me. I feel alright, I feel alright.
That was Bobby Blue Bland's version of Love Light. We started that set off with a little trip a la Deep Purple with that 18-wheeler with warp drive for a little space trucking. And what's a space convoy without a couple space cowboys, huh? That was the Steve Miller Band bust with the Nudie Girl mud flaps at the Venus Greasy Spoon. That floated us right into the Kings of Space, the Grateful Dead, with Love Light from the Live Dead album. Didn't think you'd get out of an Indiana Joe show without some Dead, did ya? And finally, Pigpen brought us right into Bobby Blue Bland. We're going to take a short break. We're going to go get a coffee refill. So stay tuned. Serena?
Now, a word from our sponsors.
Are you running for public office? Are you running for judge, school board, park district, water reclamation district? Or just plain running for Congress? Or even the President of the United States? JFL3 Creative can help. Working closely with your campaign, we can expand the reach of your message by creating 30-second to 3-minute video vignettes for your campaign. These vignettes can then be re-edited, recut, and reused across a number of traditional and non-traditional social media channels. They can even be run as paid advertising. Create a video channel for your campaign and expand your reach even further. At JFL3 Creative, we know campaigns are tough and expensive. By working on time, on budget, and doing it right, we keep your costs low and your ROI high. So get your message out there, 2020 candidate. Contact us today at jfl3creative.com or through Facebook at facebook.com/jfl3creative. I'm Joseph F. Lindsay III, and I approve this message. This is not a political message and is being paid for by no one. JFL3 Creative and Joseph F. Lindsay III do not endorse any candidate for any office without the express written consent of Major League Baseball. All rights reserved.
If you would like to advertise on the show, please contact us on Facebook at facebook.com/Indiana Joe Saturday Morning Podcast Show 11112990053163. You can also support the show at patreon.com/Indiana Joe Lindsay and by sharing this video on social media with the hashtag Indiana Joe Show. Now, more Indiana Joes.
Let me kick out the jams. Yeah.
Jeez, that guy looked really familiar. I've heard good things about the company, though.
Why am I here?
That's as perfect a place as any to welcome the first of our regular guests, Chicago Paul Petraitis. What's up, Paul, baby? What you got for us out of the old boxes of shellac and magnetic tapes?
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
caught me in the shower. I'm going to go get dressed, but first I want you to hear 4 of my favorite records. These are all singles, you know, here's one. The little record with the big hole.
For you kids at home, that's called a 45. 45.
For you Brits, this is where the spider goes. I don't know where they came up with that, but God, I love 45s. It's great for the attention span deficit that I'm sure we're all experiencing somewhat. My mom tells me when I got my first records, I'd only play the first 30 seconds of them and put another one on, so attention deficit rules. But I love vinyl, and I love 45s. They're louder than them LPs. I don't know if them LPs will ever catch on, but I love them single.
All right,
So,
well, let's...
First record we got here is Come On and Swim by Bobby Freeman. He was from San Francisco. And this California DJ named Sylvester Stewart, he played organ on it. And later on, he became Sly Stone and made a big noise. But I went nuts when I heard this. And following it is the flip side.
All right, then. Let's get...
A and B side. Do it.
All right, well, here we go. Come On and Swim, parts 1 and 2.
Come on, everybody. Come on in. Bobby's going to show you how to do the swim. Kinda like the monkey, kinda like the twist. Pretend you're in the water and you go like this. Now, baby, swim. Baby, do the swim. Just like the dog, but not so low. Like the hully-gully, but not so slow. Now, baby, swim. Baby, do the swim. Do what you wanna, do like you wish. Come on, baby, now and swim like a fish. Now, baby, swim. Baby, come on in. Shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. Do the swim, baby, now work it on out. Now, baby, swim. Baby, do the swim. Do what you wanna. It's alright. 'Cause Bobby's gonna show you how to swim tonight. Now, baby, swim. Come on, baby. I want you to swim. Oh yeah, I want you to do the dog paddle, baby. Now do the backstroke. Shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. Do the swim, baby. Now work it on out. Now, baby, swim. Baby, do the swim. Do what you wanna. It's alright. Bobby's gonna show you how to swim tonight. Now, baby, swim. Come on, baby. I want you to swim. You are the one who, you are the one who makes me feel so real. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, what am I supposed to do? Oh, what am I supposed to do, baby, when I'm so hooked up on you? Then I realize, oh, I realize that you are somebody else's guy. Oh, yeah. Why you wanna do this to me, boy?
Well, welcome back. That was We Got More Soul by Dyke and the Blazers. And we're back with Paul Petraitis. Before that was Somebody Else's Guy by Jocelyn Brown. And Paul kicked it off with parts 1 and 2 of Come On and Swim by Bobby Freeman. What's happening, man?
Well, I got dressed. So, I like a light Mexican beer in the morning. Yeah, Dyke and the Blazers. Oh, my God. They say they got more soul. I would not want to argue with them. But Somebody Else's Guy. I DJ occasionally. Once I played this 12-inch single, Somebody Else's Guy. She came out in 1984 when the whole world of music was changing. I played this at Reggie's, the rock club downtown. And this woman stood up, smacked her boyfriend and said, "That's my song. Why couldn't you find this?" She came up, gave a big old kiss, and went and sat back down and shimmied. So Somebody Else's Guy has got mojo, lots of mojo. Swim of 65. Here's the old guy still buying records in 1984, going down to 47th in the King Drive. More soul. I picked that up because, we just got a lot of great radio in the 60s and 70s in Chicago. We had WVON playing that stuff. Whew. But next, these guys are so heavy, they're like a cartoon of heavy. I bought this just for the album cover. Okay, it is an album cut, but they did release it as a single. It's Out of Focus by those knucklehead bikers called Blue Cheer. Their motto is, "We make cottage cheese out of the air." It.
Nassau's gone sold. We've got a doggone beat now. We're gonna call our very own Nassau Rock and Nassau Roll. Nassau's got a whole lot of soul. Feel alright. Mini skirts, maxi skirts, and afro hairdo. People doing their own thing, don't care about me or you. Nassau's gone funky. Nassau's got soul now. Oh yeah. And we've got a doggone beat now. We're gonna take care of business too. Listen to the drummer playing his beat. Listen to the bass man, go get that same groovy beat. Listen to the guitar, give that soul some too. Feeling good. The horn gun, bring it on home to you. Ain't it funky now? Oh yeah, funky, funky Nassau. Listen, listen good. New York, you know, has got a whole lot of soul. Good God. London town is too doggone cold. Yeah. Nassau's got sunshine, and this you all know. Yeah. But we've gone funky, and we got some soul too. Alright. Funky Nassau, funky Nassau, funky Nassau, funky Nassau, funky Nassau, funky Nassau, funky Nassau. Listen, funky Nassau, funky Nassau, funky. Come on, Nassau.
They do it again without you. We never do it.
Somebody's Been Sleeping, Somebody's Been Sleeping by 100 Proof Age Soul. And that was, before that was Scratchy by Travis Wamick. And then it was him with a duo, I think, Paul, wasn't it? With Funky Nassau. And then we kicked it off with Out of Focus by Blue Cheer. What was the bit with Travis Wamick?
Travis Wamick was this genius teenage guitar player. At 13, he cut this instrumental called Scratchy. They didn't release it till 63. And when I heard it at the kitchen table, my mom and dad went, huh? And I fell on the floor and started laughing. So this guy's just a maniac guitar player. He's Little Richard's musical director for years. Just what a great guy. Finally found a picture of him. He's not an alien. Somebody else's guy. Oh my gosh. Every time I play this, people go, what was that? That's the best soul record I ever heard. How come I haven't heard of it? Not my problem. As you see, I'm missing baseball. I've got White Sox peanuts here. I only follow the American League. I'm Chevy, not Ford. I'm boxer, not briefs. How about you, Joe?
I actually wear the boxer briefs.
Oh, okay.
So I'm all fancy. You know, the wife likes that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I was trying to think of what I could do with my shorts and make masks out of them, but I figured, nah. We're going to start off the next set with a ballad. Stick around.
All right, we'll be right back. We're going to take a pause for the cause, as we like to say, so don't you go changing.
Now, a word from our sponsors.
Hey everybody, Joe Lindsay here for JFL3 Creative. I wanted to talk to you today about our video editing and production services, including green screen services. Most people know that regularly posting blog posts and sharing them across social media helps build audience and increases perceived expertise in an area. With improvements in technology both online and off, video posting is rapidly replacing the traditional blog article post as the predominant form of posting. Video posting is also a useful way of broadcasting information and talks from public events, either in whole or as highlights from the event. This can be seen with the famous TED Talks that build credibility as experts for those speaking. With the technological advances of recent years, the cost for producing these videos is dramatically decreased, making it accessible to small businesses and entrepreneurs. At JFL3 Creative, we provide a number of video services for our clients. Whether you need help creating your own vlog posts, you need creative help editing pre-existing video for posting, or you just need general production services, we are here to help. We can shoot and edit your live event with multiple cameras, or take existing footage and transform it into a powerful message. If you need video work, please contact us through Facebook Messenger at facebook.com/JFL3Creative or through our website at jfl3creative.com to get your project completed on time, on budget, and done right. Until we talk again, this is Joseph Lindsay for JFL3 Creative. Catch you on the flip side.
If you would like to advertise on the show, please contact us on Facebook at facebook.com/Indiana Joe Saturday Morning Podcast Show 11112990053163. You can also support the show at patreon.com/Indiana Joe Lindsay and by sharing this video on social media with the hashtag Indiana Joe Show. Now, more Indiana Joe.
Let me kick out the jams. Yeah.
Thank you, Serena. We're back with Paul Petraitis, and he's walking us through some interesting records here on the Indiana Joe Saturday Morning Radio Podcast Show. You got a ballad next, you were telling us, and
everybody knows the Beach Boys sing great, but not everybody knows that Dennis, you know, the guy who paid Charles Manson's VD bill.
I know it's like the only
good on your resume.
I know it's like the only thing he's known for now was that he met Manson. And it's like, come on, he's you know, part of that great vocal group, you know, and
sang, and he played great drums. I saw him play live. He's not on the first 3 singles. You know, that's the Wrecking Crew. But Only With You is just a ballad that tugs at my heartstrings. Dennis had a solo album. He was a messed up individual and a beautiful soul. So he did not last long. I always liked the Beach Boys. Then I found out about the British guys. And nothing more British than the Kinks and Procol Harum, or they say Procol Harum. A harem. Everybody in England says harem. So it's Procol Harum with The Devil Came from Kansas, with Robin Trower still in the band cranking that nasty guitar. My guy. The best record to come out that year of 64 from LA, Rev Up by Manuel and the Renegades. And no, they're not Mexican. They're Filipinos passing as Mexican in East LA. Such a great record. It defines hot rod rock. It defines what you'd hear at an auto show. See the Big Daddy Roth cars and, you know, the concept cars from Mercury and stuff like that. I was talking to Flo and Eddie of the Turtles, and they agree that Rev Up is the best record ever made. So, and Dawn by the David Rockingham Trio, a funky little trio out of Evanston. David Rockingham isn't around anymore, but his son still runs the band up at the Green Mill, you know, back when we had music. I once played my guitar version of this because we used it as an intro tune because it's just mellow. And his son said, "That's note for note, man. You want to come up to Evanston?" I said, "No, that's too far."
Well, all right, we're going to go get into it with Denny and his family and the Beach Boys. Here we go.
Love so many things that I feel. I've only felt with you, only with you. And then there are the things that we do that I've only done with you, only with you. Before love had always had there's ups and downs, until the love I finally found. I know one thing for sure, I wanna do. I wanna spend this life with you, only with you. Yes, it's true. All I wanna do is spend my life with you. All I wanna do is spend my life with you. Yes, it's true. I wanna spend my life with you. All I wanna do is spend my life with you. All I wanna do, spend my life with you.
All right. That was Dawn, as Paul promised, by the David Rockingham Trio, and followed before that was Rev Up by Manuel and the Renegades. The Devil Came from Kansas, brought to us by Procol Harum, and then, of course, the Beach Boys with Only With You. Paul, what you got there?
It's just my pretty guitar.
Nice.
Little thing. $99 guitar, $300 worth of artwork. So
I know we should disclose that me and Paul play together frequently. We're in a little band called Paul's Broken Radio. You might have heard that.
Power Trio.
You might have heard it earlier in the background when I brought Paul in. So what's next? What's next out of the box to shellac?
You can't have a party without a bunch James Brown 45 or 3. When I was at dorms at IIT, I didn't realize you could play a record over and over and over again. The brothers down the hall played this all the time. And it was my son Eric's favorite tune when he was 5. So it's get up off of that thing, stand up and release that pressure.
Well, we need to release some pressure, so let's get up off of it with the James Brown.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Get up off of that thing and dance to you feel better. Get up off of that thing and dance to you. Sing it now. Get up off of that thing and dance to you feel better. Get up off of that thing. Try to release that pressure. Get up off of that thing and shake till you feel better. Get up off of that thing and shake till. Say it now. Get up off of that thing and shake till you feel better. Get up off of that thing and try to release that pressure. Get up off. Good God. So good. Everybody ready? Follow me. Get up off of that thing and shake till you feel better. Get up off of that thing and shake till you. Sing it now. Get up off of that thing and shake till you feel better. Get up off of that thing and try to release that pressure. Get up off of that thing and twist till you feel better. Get up off of that thing and shake till you. Sing it now. Get up off of that thing and shake till you feel better. Get up off of that thing and try to release that pressure. So good. Ohio players. Kids in the sunshine, check this out. I want you to get up off of that thing and dance to make you better. Get up off of that thing. Follow me. Get up off of that thing and dance to you feel better. Get up off of that thing and try to release that pressure. Wait a minute. So funky. I need it. That's a wiper, brother. That's a wiper. Sound good. Sound good. Good. Good job. You sound good. Let me hear you say something. You did good. You did good. Good to me. That's a wiper. That's a wiper. Look here. Mike. We need to get this fucking drummer some. Can we get this fucking drummer some? Can we get this fucking drummer some? Give him a little bit. Give him a little bit. Who's that drummer? Is that bad? Give him a little bit. Who is it? That's Melvin Parker. Melvin Parker? North Carolina, brother. Georgia. Nashville from Johnny Cashville. that thing and shake till you feel better. Get up off of that thing and shake till you feel better. Get up off of that thing and try to release that pressure. Hit me.
That's the wiper. That's the wiper. Not a windshield wiper.
Come on, babe.
A body wiper. Bring the paper. Bring
All right, we're back with Paul. What was that?
Man, Can You See Me by Jimi Hendrix. I got to see Jimmy 3 times in '68 and meet him once and carry his guitar once. So, yeah. But Can You See Me is just so freaking heavy. My favorite. Before that, another one of my idols, Dave the Rave Davies. Props his brother's songs up with heavy duty riffs, and he can belt out a Little Richard style rocker. Man, this is off his solo album. It's Bernadette. It was a flip side for one, and Ray Stuck is Ray Davies, the other guy in the Kinks. Here's Dave cranking out on Bernadette, and in the end, Ray goes, "It's sad." Ray couldn't keep out of the fucking record. I can't believe it. Those brothers have always kept their social distance. Just for their own peace of mind. Oh, before that was the Dave Clark 5, the Tottenham Sound. They bounced the Beatles off of #1. Big drums, big kind of boot step marching. These guys on Sullivan came out marching the boots. I said, holy shit. Are they going to upset the Beatles? Will the Tottenham Sound beat up Liverpool? I don't know. But somebody said, that's not drumming. It sounds like somebody's building a shed out back. So much for rock drumming critique from you. Hey, I've had fun. I've got a lot more records over here.
Well, thanks for hanging out. You going to come back next week and hang out with us for a little bit?
Yeah, I'm going to have to plan my costume change, but I miss baseball. I miss loud. I mean, how about it? Loud. Yeah. Well, all right, man. Big thanks to Paul. Let's do it out in the front yard one of these days. The big speakers, it'll be so loud that it'll keep the social distancing automatic.
Exactly. Well, thanks for hanging out, Paul. Big thanks for sharing a few kilobytes of knowledge from that swivel-based 200 terabyte biological computing system you got there.
Man, no kidding.
All right, man. We'll see you, babe. All right. That sound means it's recess time, so put on some more coffee and hit the half bath, and I'll be right back. Serena!
Now, a word from our sponsors.
Are you running for public office? Are you running for judge, school board, park district, water reclamation district? Or just plain running for Congress? Or even the President of the United States? JFL3 Creative can help. Working closely with your campaign, we can expand the reach of your message by creating 30-second to 3-minute video vignettes for your campaign. These vignettes can then be re-edited, recut, and reused across a number of traditional and non-traditional social media channels. They can even be run as paid advertising. Create a video channel for your campaign and expand your reach even further. At JFL3 Creative, we know campaigns are tough and expensive. By working on time, on budget, and doing it right, we keep your costs low and your ROI high. So get your message out there, 2020 candidate. Contact us today at jfl3creative.com or through Facebook at facebook.com/jfl3creative. I'm Joseph F. Lindsay III, and I approve this message. This is not a political message and has been paid for by no one. JFL3 Creative and Joseph F. Lindsay III do not endorse any candidate for any office without the express written consent of Major League Baseball. All rights reserved.
If you would like to advertise on the show, please contact us on Facebook at facebook.com/Indiana Joe Saturday Morning Podcast Show 11112990053163. You can also support the show at patreon.com/Indiana Joe Lindsay and by sharing this video on social media with the hashtag Indiana Joe Show. Now, more Indiana Joe.
Let me kick out the jams. Yeah.
Thank you Serena, and welcome back to the big broadcast. I am Indiana Joe Lindsay, and this is my little show coming to you from Chicago. No, Mr. Coe, Chicago, ILL. We're going to get back to it, but I want to mention if you've got some music you created or some video you've done and you want to see it here, please send us a link via Facebook. But keep it within reason, no NSFW stuff. You know who you are. You. Yeah, you. Anyways, looks like the virtual turntables are ready to spin, so let's get rolling.
Now, I'm going to count to 3. If you don't open that case, I'm going to unload in your fucking face. We clear? 1, 2, 3.
Okay, Ringo. You win. It's yours.
Open it.
Wait, what is it? What is it?
Is that what I think it is?
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
God damn it, what is it?
Now when you're feeling low and the fish won't bite, you need a little bit of soul to put you right. You gotta make like you wanna kneel and pray, and then a little bit of soul will come your way. Now when your girl is gone and you're broken too, you need a little bit of soul to see it through. And when you ready to run with your rock and roll, you'll get a lot more kiss with a little bit of soul. And when your body falls to there's nobody growing, a little bit of soul and it really stop moving, Now when you're in a mess and you feel like crying, just remember this a little song of mine. And as you go through life trying to reach your goal, just remember I said about a little bit of soul. A little bit of soul, yeah, a little bit of soul. A little bit of soul, yeah, a little bit of soul. A little bit of soul, yeah, a little bit of soul.
That's my style.
Surprise, surprise, so you rub your eyes. Never knew you the yes, so cool as eyes. Hit a bite then, they will stupefy. Ducks categorize us as hard cries. That's a lie, we know why we're occupiers. No words but obscure style, and these are higher. Profiles are low as soon as we go, as a breeze straight from a deeper shade of soul.
Deeper shade of soul. Deeper shade
like Flynn. Ducks stare at us as soon as we begin to innovate the frame of thought they are in. Again, music's got to do with only feeling. It's not where you're from, it's can they yielding. The stuff we rock and that we are given. A piece of the mind connects with rhythm. The rhythm shade of soul. A deeper shade of soul. A deeper shade of soul. The color arrest. Deeper shade of soul. Let the muscles collect some. What I say. What I say. My loving. What I say. Love me back. Alright. Alright. Deeper shade of soul. Deeper shade of soul. Deeper shade of soul. Deeper shade of soul. Deeper shade of soul.
Can I get you something?
Mofo butter lay me to the bone. Check it up. Tightly.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Cuddy say can't hang.
Oh, stewardess, I speak jive.
Oh, good.
He said that he's in great pain and he wants to know if you can help him.
All right, would you tell him to just relax and I'll be back as soon as I can with some medicine?
Just hang loose, blood. She's gonna catch up on the rebound on the med side.
What it is, Big Mama? My mama raised no dummies. I duck a rap.
Cut me some slack, Jack.
Say Cuddy can't hang. We say be doing everything.
Chump don't wanna help. Chump don't get the help.
Say can't hang. Say 7 Up.
Jive ass dude don't got no brains.
Behold, I am Funkadelic. I am not of your world. But fear me not, I will do you no harm. Loan me your funky mind, and I shall play with it. For nothing is good unless you play with it. And all that is good is nasty. Fly on, baby. Continue.
Some orange haze. Orange haze.
In your cornflakes.
What is soul? I don't know.
Soul is the ring around your bathtub.
What is soul? I don't know.
Soul is a joint rolling toilet paper.
Oh yeah. la 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 la
Rusty ankles and ashy kneecaps. Soul is chitlin' Foo Young.
Oh, tell him, old brother. What is soul? Man, I told you, I don't know.
Soul is a ham hock in your cornflakes.
Oh, get on down now. Yeah. La 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 la
Soul is you. Soul is you, baby.
That's it.
Soul
is you, big man.
I was talking about that this weekend, thinking a lot about it. I think the two basic types of music indigenous to this country are the black music, blues, and the kind of folk music that was brought over from Europe, and what I guess they call it country music, or the kind of West Virginia high and lonesome sound. That those are the two main streams of root American music. There might be others, I don't know. But it looks like, and like 10 years ago, what they called rock and roll was kind of a blending of those two forms. And I guess what's happening now is that rock is kind of dying out, and everyone is going back to the roots again. Some are going back into country, and some are going back into basic blues. I guess in 4 or 5 years, the new generation's music will be, it'll have a synthesis of those two elements and some third thing that'll be entire. Maybe it'll be, it might rely heavily on electronics, tapes. I can kind of envision maybe one person with a lot of machines, tapes, and electronic setups, singing or speaking and using machines.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, tell me, mirror, what is wrong? Can it be my daylight clothes, or is it just my daylight song? What I do ain't make-believe. People say I sit and try, but when it comes to being daylight, it's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. Myself and I. Now you tease my plug one style and my plug one spectacles. You say plug 1 and 2 are hippies, nowhere not. That's pure plug bull. Always pushing that we formed an image. There's no need to lie. When it comes to being plug one, it's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. Just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. I'm proud of what I am. Poems I speak are plugged too tight. Please, oh please, let plug 2 be himself, not what you read, alright? Right is wrong when hype is written on the soul, they lie, that is. Style is surely our own thing, not the false disguise of showbiz. They lie, soul is from the soul, and this fact I can't deny. Strictly from the Dan called Stucky, and from me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory for plug 1 and 2. But that glory's been denied by cassids and gookie eyes. People think they diss my person by stating I'm darkly packed. I know this, so I point at Q-Tip and he states black is black. Mirror, mirror on the wall, shovel chestnuts in my path. Just keep all nuts with the nuts so I don't get an aftermath. But if I do, I'll calmly punch them in the 4th day of July. Cause they try to mess with 3rd degree, that's me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I.
Back from a little Saturday morning soul searching with a little bit of soul by Music Explosion. Then Urban Dance Squad taking us a little deeper shade of soul. Which begs the question at hand, what is soul? Mr. Clinton asked us that question a la Funkadelic. Then we wrapped it all up with a cut from the seminal hip-hop band De La Soul with Me, Myself, and I. I hope you're doing whatever you're doing to keep your Saturday morning bright and cheery out there. We're going to take a pause for the cause, but then the journey will continue. Oh, Serena.
It's all right.
Now, a word from our sponsors.
Hey everybody, Joe Lindsay here for JFL3 Creative. I wanted to talk to you today about our video editing and production services, including green screen services. Most people know that regularly posting blog posts and sharing them across social media helps build audience and increases perceived expertise in an area. With improvements in technology both online and off, video posting is rapidly replacing the traditional blog article post as the predominant form of posting. Video posting is also a useful way of broadcasting information and talks from public events, either in whole or as highlights from the event. This can be seen with the famous TED Talks that build credibility as experts for those speaking. With the technological advances of recent years, the cost for producing these videos is dramatically decreased, making it accessible to small businesses and entrepreneurs. At JFL3 Creative, we provide a number of video services for our clients. Whether you need help creating your own vlog posts, you need creative help editing pre-existing video for posting, or you just need general production services, we are here to help. We can shoot and edit your live event with multiple cameras, or take existing footage and transform it into a powerful message. If you need video work, please contact us through Facebook Messenger at facebook.com/JFL3Creative or through our website at jfl3creative.com to get your project completed on time, on budget, and done right. Until we talk again, this is Joseph Lindsay for JFL3 Creative. Catch you on the flip side.
If you would like to advertise on the show, please contact us on Facebook at facebook.com/Indiana Joe Saturday Morning Podcast Show 11112990053163. You can also support the show at patreon.com/Indiana Joe Lindsay and by sharing this video on social media with the hashtag Indiana Joe Show. Now, more Indiana Joe.
Let me kick out the jams. Yeah.
Thank you, Serena. I really like that guy's jacket. Anyways, welcome back to the Blue Bunker of Fun, known as the Indiana Joe Saturday Morning Radio Podcast Show. I am Indiana Joe, and thanks for hanging out with me this morning. We're going to try to send some positivity and spin some unity in the community, so let's jump aboard the temporarily challenged phone booth of fun. And gentlemen, we are history.
These two great gentlemen are dedicated to a proposition which was true in my time, just as it's true today. Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes!
Together we will stand, every boy, every girl, and a man. Before when things go wrong, as they sometimes will, and the road you travel is this all uphill. Let's work together. Come on, let's work together. Oh, you know together we will stand, every boy, girl, woman, and a man. Let's work together. Come on, let's work together. Now, people, because together we will stand, every boy, every woman, and a man. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, let's work together. Happy, make
Humans, for the most part, don't have a clue. They don't want one or need one either. They're happy. They think they have a good beat.
Hasn't worked in over a year, and I need money. How am I going to live until the bank opens?
I got doctor bills to pay. I need cash.
I can't keep my kids on faith. I've got to have... How much do you need?
Hey! I got $2,000. Here's $2,000. This will tide us over to the bank reopens. All right, Tom, how much do you need?
1, 2, 1, 2, keep it on. Listen to the shit because we keep it till dawn. Listen to the ass track, got it going on. Listen to the ladies, come on and let me spawn. Or your eggs, then you go up the river. Listen to the ass jack, that freaky nigga.
Now I'm at rockin', I shockin', I tickin', I talkin', I can't stop with my Bobby Ross. See, I got heart. on the topic of lust.
And my rhymes is not but fuck it, let me get down to the rhythm. Yes, I get funky and I shoot it on my jism like John Boom, the X-rated nigga. Listen to the shit cause I am the ill figure. Nobody's getting any bigger than this.
Get it together.
Phone is ringing, oh my god.
Get it together. See what's happening.
Add rocks down with the Ioni. Listen to the shit cause both of them is bony. Gotta do it like this, like Chachi and Joni.
Got cheese and I'm the macaroni. So why all the fight? Why all the fuss? Cause yeah, you know I'm getting silly. Got a grandma Hazel and a grandma Tilly. I'm a Grand Royal Prince and I'm also a member. Born on the cusp in the month of November. I do the patty duke in case you don't remember. Well, I freak a fucking beat like the shit was in a blender. I'm born, word is born. Don't need the motherfucking fool telling me right from wrong. I don't think I'm slick. Do I play like I'm hard, but I'ma drive the lane like I was ever Bernard. And I've been working on my game. Life is taxing. Gotta get it together and see what's happening. Get it together.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Get it together.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Get it together.
Wait a minute.
See what's happening.
Go. I want to, like my name was Bismarck, but I had to do the shit. Just let me embark on the lyric, on the noun and the verb. Let me kick the shit off, cause no, I'm not the herb.
Well, it's not the herb, but the spice with the flavor. Just fair. The move with the funk for your derriere. Well, we're on the topic, yes. I like to mention when it comes to bone and woo, I'm representing. Space and zone and talking on the phone, and my brain is roaming. I don't know where it's going. Talking lots of shit, a little tweaking on the weekend. Gotta get them by the reins, cause I know that I'm freaking. Well, I'm a funky southern, I'm a Scorpio. And when I got the flow, I'm Doctor on the go. So Q-tip, but you want the mic for?
Because I had to talk about the times when I rhyme and when the MCs come in my face, I'm like Mace. Cause I back them off with the quills. Cause I had to tell you, nigga, cause I keep it under frills. Rest of 191 16th Ave off of Farmers Boulevard.
But I'm from Manhattan, MCA's from Brooklyn. Yeah, MCA, you should be cooking. Rain Mantis on the court and I can't be beat. But yo, Tim, what's the set with your boots on your feet?
Got the timbals on the toes, and this is how it goes. So, 1, 2, oh my god.
1, 2, oh my god. I got some shit, I got the kung fu grip behind my green trap kid. Never, ever smoking crack.
Never, ever fucking whack. I eat the fucking pineapple now and laters. Listen to me now, don't listen to me later. Fuck it, cause I know I didn't make it fucking mine for real. But yo, technically, I'm as hard as steel.
Gonna get it together, watch it. Gonna get it together, my bell.
Like my bell, I got the ill communication. My bell, got the ill communication. My bell, got the ill communication. My bell, got the ill communication. My bell. Keep it on and on and on and on and on.
We are not enemies, but friends. We must not be enemies. Though passion may have strain, it must not break our bonds of affection. The mystic chords of memory will swell when again touched, and surely they will be by the better angels of our nature.
Why can't we Sometimes I don't speak right. All right. But yet I know what I'm talking about. Why can't we be friends? 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 I know you're waiting for the CIA. They wouldn't have you in the Mafia.
Why can't we be friends?
Anyone? Anyone?
War with the timeless question there to close that set. We started out in aisle 3 with some canned heat to get you moving. We work together. And if we can work together, why can't we come together? That was George, Ringo, Paul, and John would come together from the White Album. Then Q-Tip and his friends the Beastie Boys pleaded with us to get it together, and we wrapped that all up with War and Why Can't We Be Friends. You could be a friend of the show by liking and subscribing to our channel and supporting us and our sponsors. We're going to take a time out, so Serena, take it away.
Now, a word from our sponsors.
Are you running for public office? Are you running for judge, school board, park district, water reclamation district? Or just plain running for Congress? Or even the President of the United States? JFL3 Creative can help. Working closely with your campaign, we can expand the reach of your message by creating 30-second to 3-minute video vignettes for your campaign. These vignettes can then be re-edited, recut, and reused across a number of traditional and non-traditional social media channels. They can even be run as paid advertising. Create a video channel for your campaign and expand your reach even further. At JFL3 Creative, we know campaigns are tough and expensive. By working on time, on budget, and doing it right, we keep your costs low and your ROI high. So get your message out there, 2020 candidate. Contact us today at jfl3creative.com or through Facebook at facebook.com/jfl3creative. I'm Joseph F. Lindsay III, and I approve this message. This is not a political message and has been paid for by no one. JFL3 Creative and Joseph F. Lindsay III do not endorse any candidate for any office without the express written consent of Major League Baseball. All rights reserved.
If you would like to advertise on the show, please contact us on Facebook at facebook.com/Indiana Joe Saturday Morning Podcast Show 11112990053163. You can also support the show at patreon.com/Indiana Joe Lindsay and by sharing this video on social media with the hashtag Indiana Joe Show. Now, more Indiana Joe.
Let me kick out the jams. Yeah.
Thank you, Serena. Handsome guy repping for that company. Well, that brings us to the end of our time today. I'd like to thank Chicago Paul for hanging out, and more importantly, I'd like to thank you, you, for hanging out and spending some time with me this Saturday. So, for me, Serena, and Chicago Paul, I'd like to say so long for now.
Like my daddy said, the good Lord willing, preach some guys, I'll see you that right.
Hey, let's be careful out there.
That concludes our broadcast today. Please tune in next week at the same time for more of the Indiana Joe Saturday Morning Podcast Show. If you would like to advertise on the show, please contact us on Facebook at facebook.com/Indiana Joe Saturday Morning Podcast Show 11112990053163. You can also support the show at patreon.com/Indiana Joe Lindsay and by sharing this video on social media with the hashtag Indiana Joe Show. All audio and video are the property of their respective copyright holder. This has been a JF Lindsay 3 production.